All right, so this story is another swimming story. Exciting, right? It was, I want to say, I think it was my time during college. We were going to meet up with with a group of my friends, right? And this group of friends has been in my life since like middle school. These these guys are we're like a tight knit family, I would say. Even though I haven't really spoken to many of them in a long time, and every time I do see them, it does feel like the bond is still there. Like we're still our little middle school gang of Asian kids and a few white boys. But yeah. So this one time we went swimming at this rock quarry, right? Rock quarry. They hadn't dug in it for a long time, so it filled up with water over the years, or whatever, or the city filled it with water too, or some shit. We'll call this place, because everyone loves going there and jumping off the little cliffs that they have there. We'll call it the glory hole. Because that's where you make all your glory, right? Jumping off the cliffs and, oh yeah, I'm the coolest person that can jump off this 30-foot cliff, or I think the highest one was like a 50-footer. I don't know. Maybe it was 50 feet. I don't. It felt like it was pretty high. On good days, if the water was low, it was super high up. So yeah. So this one time we went, in our small group of friends. There was probably like 5 or 6 of us. But one of the friends that went, he is a he's a character. All right, we'll just say that. We'll call him Y, because not many of us know why we really liked him. I mean, I liked him because he was really, like, I got to know him because I spent more time with him. I feel like I did, like, than any other people. Um, I don't know. I just always tended to do that with each individual person within the group anyway, and like spend individual time with them to to know them better, and like pick out their brain and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just a weird person. But why he was in, it's not that he was like flamboyant or anything. He's like the opposite of that. He's reserved and quiet, but he's also extremely cocky, and he knows, or he thinks highly of himself, even though he doesn't really talk much, or like back himself up with what he can actually do, like with his skills and everything, right? But there were some things that he was really good at. He was good at video games. That's what strengthened our friendship, because I played a lot of video games too, and I spent a lot of time hanging out with him at his house, and we would play Call of Duty, uh, Black Ops. That was a great game. Pretty sure he had two PS2 or PS3s or whatever, or fours or whatever the hell it was that Black Ops was on, right? And I'm pretty sure it was a four, but yeah. So I would always go over and hang out with him, and we just talk and chill. And sometimes I'd bring food, or we'd eat the food at his house or whatever. But anyway, going away from that, going back to the story. So why that day was always talking a bunch of smack, saying that he was the better swimmer out of the group of people, especially because this high school that they went to had a swimming class that they had to do for, or like a swimming section for gym or whatever. He apparently got a really good grade during that course or whatever, and yeah. So this day he was like talking big smack, saying he could swim really well and everything. What ended up happening was, yeah, we spent like time jumping off the small cliffs and stuff and just swimming, and they're like, everyone was talking shit, saying that they could swim better than the other person, but why just had this big ego and just wanted to absolutely tell everyone that he was the better swimmer, right? with one of my other buddies, he is a big talker too, but he can back up his skills, or he likes to show off. So he was like, "Yeah, let's go and jump off the highest cliff over there, right? Over there. It's like super huge. All the kids always wanted to jump off it, and like they would run, and then they get to the end and like and get scared. But yeah, we were all up there. Buddy Y is like, "Yeah, I'll go last because I'm the best." Everyone else was like, "All right, let's go." So everyone started jumping in. Bam, bam. And then I noticed, because I was the second to last one, standing up there with Y. I was like, "Hey, yo, bro, you okay?" And he just looks me dead in the face. I'm like, "Dude, I don't want to do this anymore." I was like, "Oh, why not? You said you know how to swim, so what's the matter? Just jump in the water. It's just like jumping in." And then he got nervous, and he was like, "It's really high, and I didn't expect it to be this high." And I was really nervous now. And I was like, "All right, dude, I'll jump in first, and then I'll wait for you to jump in, and then I'll come grab you if you freak out or whatever. Okay?" And he was just like, "Okay, dude, I trust you." And I was like, "Okay," because I will literally sit there and wait for you. What ended up happening was he, okay, first I jumped in perfectly fine because I wasn't, I would say I'm an adrenaline junkie, but at the same time, I'm kind of not. But I jumped in perfectly fine. I come up from under the water, submerged or whatever, and I'm like, "Hey, yo, why? Jump in. It's fine." And he just looks at me wide eyed nervously, and he's, "All right, dude." And then, boom, he jumps in, goes into the water, perfectly fine. But once this man pops his head out from the water, he's like, he just starts freaking out, flailing his arms, kicking and like splashing, and I'm like, "Oh my god, dude. This is the part where he dies. This is the part where I have to save him." And I go up and I'm like swimming up to him, and he's just like freaking out and he won't shut up. Right? He's like, and I'm trying to grab him. So I swim up and I like try to grab him from the side. This man straight up like punches me in the face, and I'm like, "Oh my god." So like I push myself to the behind him, and I grab him from like under his arm and his neck, and I like wrap my arm around him like this, and I'm like trying to swim one-handed with like my face half punched in the face by him. Y is still freaking out, dude. I'm like, "Dude, you need to calm down. I'm trying to save your life right now." And I bring him, and I'm like, we get to the shore, push this guy up onto the little ledge, and he like grabs himself and he like jumps up there as fast as he can, and he's like, "Oh my god, dude. Oh my god." And I was like, "We'll never speak of this ever, where you punched me in the face when I'm trying to save you and you freaking out." And at this time, everyone else has like moved on to the next ledge or whatever, or little cliff to jump off. Me and Y are just chilling there, like, "Yo, this never happened. You never freaked out. You never drowned. We'll never ever speak of this ever again." But yeah, the rest of that day, Y didn't say, like, he said the bare minimum, like he used to always do. He was just a changed person after that moment of that day. If you're listening to this, Y, or you're watching this video, it's okay, buddy. It's it's okay. No one knows who you are. Yeah. Hope you're doing good. Um, don't freak out when you jump in the water.